welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'm bringing you a long-awaited review of one piece that I said I would never buy because it was oversaturated, and one piece that I bought really quickly and really easily. So what I'm talking about two Cartier pieces. The first piece that I referred to is the Love bracelet, and ever since I've been on YouTube, I've been fighting against the popularity of this piece. Yet, my husband and I bought one for our 10th wedding anniversary in May. Well, we bought one for me. There is no way that he would wear one, although I think they look fantastic on men. It's not his vibe. He wears a wedding ring and a watch, and that is it. The other piece I'm referring to is my tank watch in stainless steel, one that I bought really quickly without too much thought or consideration because it just worked for me. So in today's video, I want to take you through why I decided to choose the pieces I chose, what I think of them now that I've had them for a decent while. I've had the tank watch for about 3 years, and I've had the Love bracelet and traveled with it now for 3 months. So I think they're kind of relevant time frames. Also, whether or not I think they're worth it, what else I might have considered, and if I'd recommend them for you. Let's talk about the tank watch because I got that first. Currently, I have them all stacked on my right hand because I was trying to take a thumbnail picture. I still don't know how the thumbnail is going to turn out. So if you don't usually pay much attention to thumbnails, know that us creators, we put a bit of effort into making sure that they look good. At least I do, and I hope that they attract people to my videos. I do put some effort into them. Anyway, let's go back to the tank. So this is the tank in small. Now I tried on the large version of the tank, and I'll pop the picture up over here. Normally I would tend to go for a larger watch face. The reason for that being that I like my watches and jewellery generally to be more chunky. This is a small, and I think it looks great on my wrist. So it is the stainless steel casing, and it has the little sapphire blue dial and the hands. This is pretty much the traditional style, and on the back I had a D engraved when I went for my 1 year, I think it was a 1 year free service. I didn't have any links taken out of this because I love the bracelet style of it. So I'm just going to try and give you a good look at it without hopefully the light blowing it out. But what I love about this and why I chose it is it sits so flat on my wrist. I hadn't worn a watch for a long time. I just used my phone. And the reason that I wanted to buy a watch is because I started to do more coaching, which is a part of the services that I offered in my consultancy and continue to offer. And looking at your phone to tell the time, it's hard to be discreet because you've kind of got to wake the screen up. And I didn't want to be rude to my coaching counterparts, and I thought it would be easier to just glance at my watch because it would be visible. And obviously, because I love fashion and all things beautiful and luxury, I wanted my watch to be something that I could wear every day with every outfit because I didn't intend to have a collection of watches, and I still don't. So this one is super easy to wear, but it also is like a bracelet. I said I didn't get any links removed on this one because I like to wear it loose. So it's stainless steel. It does scratch, but when it patinas, it doesn't look bad. I'm just going to pull it up here so you can kind of have a bit of a look. And if this doesn't show it, I will put some cutaways in. But the patina of the scratching, I think, actually looks good. And I have just washed it. The other thing, actually I'll get to that in a minute, the wash kits. But it has 2 openings, so you just pop it open and you've got the 2 ways. So you can open it right up to have a really big ability to put it on your wrist. I usually only open one side and it snaps into place. I've never had it open on me and, you know, fall off or be loose. And yeah, it kind of just, I don't know what it is with the weighting, but it just sits like quite low on my wrist, and I never find that it's spun around and I've got the face down. It's always sitting in a spot where I can see it. So let me just show you how that sits on my wrist. And you can see, can you see that little bit of yeah, I can probably fit a finger in between the band and my wrist. I like it like that. I know not everyone likes it like that, but I do. And I rarely stack my watch with anything because I don't want things getting caught underneath it because it is quite loose. I think at the time I will find the receipt, and I'm not sure, actually let's see what the price of it is now. So currently the small tank must watch in quartz movement steel is 5,450 Australian dollars. And I am sure that my price started with a 4. When I find the receipt, I will pop it in the description box down below. It's a steel case, beaded crown set with a synthetic cabochon-shaped spinel, silver dial, blued steel sword-shaped hands, steel bracelet. The case dimensions are 29.5 millimeters by 22 millimeters, the thickness 6.6 millimeters, and water resistant to 3 bar, which is approximately 30 meters. The lugs blend seamlessly into the steel edges of the flat vertical brackets, lending the watch to a unique aesthetic. The crisp, clean lines have proved hugely popular with a free-spirited, elegant clientele. The now iconic tank watch has inspired countless variations, yet managed to preserve its distinctive identity. I never knew that they were sword-shaped hands, but there you go. What I love about this watch is that it looks quite masculine, yet it is feminine in its size. It has the Roman numerals. It has very simple face. I didn't want to add more bling because I have quite a bit of bling on my fingers already. So I wanted the watch to be something that just complements anything that I put with it. I think value for money, it is fantastic. Obviously the Cartier service is great. There was a free 12-month inspection and warranty check, and that's when I took up the option to have the watch engraved on the back. The cleaning kits that I received when I got the watch was this one, and they don't actually do these cleaning kits anymore. So they come in a drawer. You can see I'm almost at the bottom of my solution. Anyway, you just spray that on, use this little toothbrush to clean it, and then there's a polishing cloth inside as well. Connor actually kindly gave me a cleaning kit that he had as well, so I'm definitely going to use that. And it does come up really nicely. I just do it in my basin when I clean my jewellery. And yeah, it's light on the wrist, it's really comfortable. I would buy it again. Personally, I just love the square shape of it. I love that it looks like I've borrowed a watch from my husband or my grandfather, but it's still got those beautiful little feminine touches that make it quite androgynous, and it really fits with my style. And it was not a hard decision for me to make. I looked at a couple of tag watches as well. I don't really like round-faced watches. It's a problem for me, so it made it really difficult to find alternatives, and to be honest, I didn't really look that hard. As soon as I found this, I loved it. So yes, I would buy the tank watch again. I also got a travel pouch with it as well. Cartier always throw in all these good bits and pieces, and these tend to be thrown in with anything that you purchase for your wrist. But I don't use it because it's always on my hand. So then let's move on to the Cartier Love. Now, I will summarise all the reasons that I didn't want it, and they are just because everyone else had it. And when I looked at why I was saying that, it's because I was living in a bubble of YouTube and Instagram over the COVID period, and it's safe to say that, you know, that's not reality. And as I started to look at bangles and I started to look at alternatives, I realised that I was looking at alternatives because I just didn't want to fall into, you know, a common aesthetic. And the reality is, out and about, you don't see these bangles, bracelets every day. People style them in different ways that make it unique to them, and it does have a really special story behind the Love bracelet. And so that's, you know, something that I guess endeared it to me. Originally I was on the hunt for a rose gold option, but then I went to the boutique for the first time to try them all on with a great friend of mine in Melbourne. They had every size, every combination, with diamonds, without diamonds, pave diamonds, you know, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and everything that you could think of in all of the sizes. And so it was a great way to make a really informed decision. And I decided, after much consideration, on the small white gold with 6 diamonds. And I am so glad I did, and there's probably, you know, going to be a follow-up to this video when I purchase the similar size and style in the rose gold, because I just think that they looked beautiful together. If I've got the photo from that video, I'll pop it in here. So this bangle, I didn't want to do this review until after I had travelled through an airport. I travelled through a domestic airport, not an international airport, so if I do find any differences, I will update you. But I went through the security scanners that require you to hold your hands up like this and turn around, and the one that you just stand and you kind of make this shape and spread your legs a little bit further apart and it scans you as well. And on neither of those scanners was there any concerns at all with my bangle. So that was the thing that I was most waiting to see how that went before I did this review. In terms of wearing it, I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't be able to take it off, because I didn't want to take it off because the symbology of keeping it on and you know, all the things. I know. Sometimes I like rules. But it really has not concerned me at all, and I wear it every single day. I don't take it off with my tennis bracelet. And so these two together don't, like, they sit together, but they don't annoy me so much, and I tend to find that they shake apart really easily. Again, my tennis bracelet's a little bit longer as well. My Love bracelet is in the size 19. They don't usually recommend you get them that big, but I wanted it to be able to move. I did not want it to be caught on a particular part of my hand, because you just never know what you're going to be up to. And as it has been, sometimes I travel to industrial sites where you're not allowed to wear jewellery, and I've had to push it like right up my arm so that it's not in any way going to get caught on pieces of machinery. Not that it would, but just to convince the managers of those industrial sites that it's not going to, you know, get my arm torn off for any reason. The thing with the white gold compared to the white gold with diamonds, compared to the white gold itself, is the diamond white gold is rhodium plated, I believe, so it's more shiny than the dull effect of the white gold that doesn't have diamonds. I don't know why they would do that, but they don't. I think I've got a picture comparing them over here, so I'll pop that in. So that's something to think about. I found the larger style, so kind of twice the width of this one, was too heavy for me for everyday wear, even though I'm thinking of getting another one to add to my wrist. It was just something that I was really conscious of when I tried it on. This one still feels substantial, but it doesn't feel like it's going to, you know, weigh me down. Obviously, the scratches are a problem that some people have. To be fair, and I will put cutaways in to show you, I've got minimal scratches on this considering it's been stacked with my tennis bracelet for the last 3 months. I really have taken no extra care of it. I gave it a wipe down before I did this video because I thought that would be good manners. Yeah, I am super happy with it. Are there cheaper alternatives available? Yes. Do they have the backstory and the experience? I don't know. I mean, I certainly looked far and wide, and I guess the Cartier experience was one that I really enjoyed, and hence why I would definitely go back and do it again. Obviously, the packaging that Cartier offer is just, you know, pretty special. And you obviously receive, if I pop this box open up, you receive a little screwdriver, which is also in the white gold, to be able to unlock your bracelet if you need to for any reason. They've discontinued those cleaning kits, as I mentioned before, and now you just get a gold shining cloth. I had a couple of these thrown in. It says it's made from 100% cotton, infused with a cleaner and anti-tarnish agent, ideal for cleaning all gold jewellery. Wash hands after use. It's not, you know, as luxurious as everything else Cartier. It's like a pinky kind of cloth, but it does the job. I just used it before. It's fine. I wonder why they've discontinued. I couldn't get a straight answer as to why they discontinued the cleaning solution, but anyway, would I repurchase this? Look, if the prices continue to go up, it would be hard to answer that question honestly without saying no. I like it for what it is. It was a 10th wedding anniversary present. It's not, I wouldn't just go out and buy these for myself. I just wouldn't. I think they mean something more when they can kind of connect with the story of the piece. So yeah, that might be controversial, but that's just how I think about it. I'm really happy with these two pieces that I have. Do I see myself buying anything further from Cartier? As I said, possibly another Love bracelet, but in the rose gold. I think it's a nice complement with these two, but it's not something that I'll be rushing to do. I think they'll always be there. Would I buy them on the pre-loved market? Look, that's starting to get into some dicey territory because there are some brilliant super fakes out there, and if you're okay with that, then fine. I'm not. I want the real thing, and if that makes me an idiot and someone who overpays, so be it. Certainly I want the real legitimate thing, and therefore if I'm buying a product that is based on the Cartier Love, I'd prefer to have the Cartier Love myself. If it's something original and it's not the Cartier Love, then I'm happy to look into it. And I certainly did, and I will link the video where I compared 7 rose gold bangles or bracelets that you could purchase instead of the Cartier Love. So I will leave that one in the description box down below. Do you have any of the pieces that I have talked about today, or do you have any other pieces that you think me or other people here could consider? And what are your recommendations? Do you think they're worth the money? Do you think they wear well? Would you buy again? I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it super helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you have, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Reviews are not my favourite videos to do because they're very detailed, but I know that they do help people out, and I hope that they have helped you. It has helped you out today. Thanks for being here. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes some extras, so I would love to see you back for more. I'm creeping towards 10,000 subscribers. I would love to get there, you know, maybe whilst I'm on holiday. Yeah, if you haven't and you've been considering subscribing, I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. Please do. Thanks very much. And yeah, now I've grovelled and embarrassed myself. I'll catch you later. Bye.